Woo! What's going on, brothers? What's going on? 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 What's going on, brothers? What's going on? What's going on? We are live tonight. We are live tonight, brothers. We are live. This is Tuesday night live. Holla at me. Holla at me. What's going on? I see you, Mr. GG. Zero money down. I see you, Lamont Ellis. I see you, Brandon Penn. What's going on? That's right, Brandon Penn. It's Tuesday night live. It's Tuesday night live, brothers. Tuesday night live. What's going on? I see you, Kwame. I see you, Kwame Triple X. That's right, brothers. We are live. We are live in the house. We are in the place to be once again. That is right. That is right. That is right. That's right. That's right, Brandon Penn. Blackmail Agency, BMA, BMI, Blackmail Independence, and BME, Black Men's Empowerment. That's right. That's right, Christopher Clipper. YouTube was messing with my stuff. YouTube was messing with my stream, and I had to start this thing all over again. What's going on, brothers? What's going on? I still got to get some beats, brothers. I still got to get some beats. I haven't had time. I'm finna get some beats, and we're gonna start this thing out the way it's supposed to, man, with some hardcore funky beats. I'm gonna get some beats like Beats by the Pound. Y'all remember the crew that backed up Master P and No Limit Records? They were called Beats by the Pound. Beats by the Pound. And if I can't get no beats like Beats by the Pound, I'm finna give me some beats like Manny Fresh. And if I can't get some Manny Fresh beats, I'm gonna get me some Kanye beats, some beats from Kanye West. That's what I'm gonna get. And hey, I'm not gonna aim low, brothers. I might holler at Dr. Dre and ask Dr. Dre to chime in and send me some of those Dre beats. That's right. Send me some of those beats by Dre. What's going on, brothers? What's going on? What's going on? I see y'all in the house. Y'all see it. Y'all see it. I got my DJ voice, brother. I got my DJ voice, brothers. Woo, y'all see the title. Y'all see the title. I see Lamont Ellis. Y'all see the title. Underground Kings. Underground Kings. While the black manosphere doesn't need mainstream validation. The brothers, y'all coming on in. While the black manosphere does not need mainstream validation, brothers. We're going to talk about it tonight. We're going to talk about it tonight, brothers. That's right. I'm going to get some beats. Looking, brothers, I'm going to give me some beats. And you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to give you some sound effects. I'm going to get some beats. I'm going to get some sound effects. I'm going to have some sound effects that have that echo chamber, and you will hear me, and I'm going to say BM. I'm going to say BMI. So I'm going to go BMI. And then I'm going to go BMA. It's going to go BMA. And then I'm going to say BME. And it's going to say BME. That's right, brothers. That's right. And I'm gonna give me some sound effects. I'm gonna get some organs and everything. I'm gonna get some organs like Minister Jap. Dun, 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 dun. I'm gonna get some organs. We're gonna have the beats, we're gonna have the bass, we're gonna have the organs. I'm gonna have some horns. We're gonna do it live, brothers. That's right, brothers. That's right. That's right. Listen, man. Listen, brothers, I don't want to waste any time tonight, guys. I don't want to waste any time tonight. But y'all see the title. Underground kings. Underground kings. Who are the underground kings, brothers? We are. We are the underground kings, brothers. We are the underground kings, brothers. We are the underground kings. That's it. The black manosphere. The black manosphere represents the underground kings. And brothers, I want y'all to think about that. Y'all know who UGK is. All right, some of you guys who are my age, Gen X, y'all know who UGK is. And some of you younger guys from the millennials and all that kind of stuff, y'all understand. Y'all know the late Pimp C, the late Chad Butler, and Bun B out of Port Arthur, Texas. Okay, y'all remember those guys, man, back in the 90s and the early 2000s and all that kind of stuff. They were underground, man. Underground. Everybody in the South knew who UGK was, okay? They came out of Texas, but if you were in Louisiana, if you were in Mississippi, okay, if you were in Alabama, if you were in Florida, if you were in North Carolina, if you were in Georgia, hell, even people outside the South, man, if you went to the West, okay, if you were from Indiana, Gary, Indiana, if you were from St. Louis, Missouri, if you were from Chicago, Illinois, you knew who UGK was. And let me say this: I'm using this title. I'm using this title right here because that's who we are. We are the underground kings. And I'm gonna tell y'all, brothers, y'all go back and do your hip hop history. Do your hip hop research. Do you know what happened? Do you know what happened with UGK? Jay-Z, y'all know Jay-Z, Sean Carter, the Jigger Man. Jay-Z created a song back in the early 2000s called Big Pimpin'. That song called Big Pimpin' featured Bun B and Pimp C. They were on that song. Y'all go back and look up Pimpin', Big Pimpin'. And guess what? Big Pimpin' was filmed in Brazil. Big Pimpin' was filmed in Brazil, brothers. It was filmed in Brazil. Big Pimpin'. And you know what? When that song was released, it was a top 10 song. Nobody had known about UGK outside. White people didn't know about them or anything like that. But that song right there, through Jay-Z, it gave them mainstream appeal. It gave people were wondering, who is UGK? Who is UGK? Who is UGK? Who is Pimp C? Who is Bun C? Smoking eye, blowing up. If I wasn't rapping, baby, I'd still be riding a Mercedes. Now what y'all know about them Texas boys? That was UGK. And I want you to understand this, brothers, that although UGK was given a door to mainstream, to a larger audience, UGK, Bun B, and Pimp C, they never changed their format. Bun B, Pimp C, they never changed their style of rapping. Bun B and Pimp C remained who they were at their core. And to be honest with you, brothers, Bun B and Pimp C, UGK were already successful when they teamed up with Jay-Z to do Big Pimpin'. They were already successful. And in fact, they didn't need Jay-Z. They didn't need the exposure. Now, you go back and you look at interviews of Bun B, and Bun B would talk about it. Even Bun B talks about it in some of his songs. If you look at the trilogy, Bun B created a whole series of records when he was a solo artist called the trilogy. And he talks about that whole era and what have you. But here's the point, brothers. Here's the point. And I want us to really talk about this, brothers, is that the black manosphere is being seen by everybody. Remember Tupac Shakur, the album All Eyes on Me? Listen, brothers, all eyes are on the black manosphere. All eyes on the black manosphere right now. And we see that. Brother Kevin Samuels, shout out to Brother Kevin Samuels, Congratulations to you, brother, for reaching over 1 million subscribers on YouTube. Shout out to the brother. The brother has been on YouTube for since like 2015, grinding it out, and now everybody knows who Kevin Samuels is. Okay, Shaquille O'Neal is shouting out Kevin Samuels. He has entertainers all over the place talking about him. Roland Martin is talking about Kevin Samuels. A lot of black people who are influencers, they are talking about Kevin Samuels. Okay, the white guys in the red pill space, they're talking about him. All right, and people outside in the mainstream, they know who Kevin Samuels is. The View with Whoopi Goldberg, they know who he is. The Real, those women on The Real, they know who he is. All right, all of them, Vivica Fox, those Fox Soul sisters, they know who the guy is. All right, and so shout out to that brother because he has a larger audience. He has a big platform, and the question remains. The question is, what's going to happen with the platform? What is he going to do with it? Is he going to maintain independence? Is he going to maintain independence, or is he going to, quote unquote, cross over? Is he going to cross over and attempt to go into this mainstream lane, okay, where everything that he's doing right now could get watered down? It could get, it can be subject to a whole bunch of editing, all right? But here's the deal, brothers, because there's a whole bunch of brothers who are connected to brother Kevin Samuels. I want to give a shout out to Mamiya Obsidian Ali. I'm gonna give a shout out to O'Shea Duke Jackson. Those are just two people that everybody knows about who are connected to Kevin Samuels in one way or another. Okay, and here's the deal. Here's the deal, brothers. We don't need, I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna say to you, brothers, the Black Manosphere, we don't need mainstream. We don't need mainstream. We don't need mainstream validation, brothers. We don't need it. We don't need to cross over. We don't need to cater to MSNBC. We don't need to cater to CNN. We don't need to cater to Fox News. We don't need to cater to Fox Soul. We don't need to cater to BET. We don't need to cater to NBC, ABC, CBS. We don't need to cater to any of these mainstream media outlets, corporate controlled media outlets that have billions and billions of dollars behind them. We don't need to cater to them. We don't need their validation. And thank you. And thank you, Christopher Clipper. Thank you, Christopher Clipper. Thank you, Christopher Clipper, for reminding me. Shout out to BGS Ibmore. BGS Ibmore is also a part of the Kevin Samuels phenomenon and everything, and a part of this entire Black Manosphere space that we have here, okay? And there are so many other people that I'm going to name as we go forward, okay? But here's, brothers, here's the deal. People are watching us. People are looking at what we're talking about. YouTube has replaced television. There are a whole bunch of people and a whole bunch of y'all. How many of you guys no longer watch television? How many of you guys, when you look for your content, how many of you guys to YouTube? How many of you guys, when you are looking for information, you are looking for a different type of filter, a different type of lens that tells you something different than what the mainstream does in terms of politics, in terms of economics, in terms of world affairs, in terms of what is happening all over the planet, and not only all over the planet, but what's happening in your community, in your state, in your nation. You are turning to people here, the content creators. These people, here's the deal, brothers, is that these people no longer have a monopoly. They no longer have a monopoly on the audience. They no longer control the interpretation of the United States. They no longer control the interpretation of Black people, but more specifically, more importantly, they no longer control the interpretation of Black men. They no longer control the way in which heterosexual, particularly heterosexual Black men, are interpreted and read to the world. They have absolutely no control over it. Because a lot of people, and as you all know that a lot of people have turned away from mainstream media because they don't believe it, because it's not real, it's not authentic, it's not honest, it is scripted, it is edited, it is staged. So much of it, brothers, is fake. And here's the thing. We have cachet, we have currency because we pride ourselves in realness. We pride ourselves in authenticity. Look at me, I'm talking to you guys. What's up, Pop Smoke? I see you, Rasheed Barnes. I see all you guys, Lamont Ellis, Destro, 0861. I see you guys. We are live, we are in living color. And there was a market, there was a hunger for authenticity, for realness, all right? Y'all see I'm here talking to y'all straight up live, okay? All right, I got some talking points that I gotta get off my chest that's in my head, but I'm talking to you live, brothers. I ain't reading from no script. I am not reading from a script. I'm talking to you guys live and in effect. And people are tired of the fake stuff. They want the real. They don't want counterfeit information. They don't want counterfeit anything. They don't want counterfeit nothing, okay? They want the real stuff. That's why they're not watching. That's why the viewership has gone down with a lot of those venues that are so-called in the mainstream. And that's why people are turning to us. They're watching us, okay? You see, they can't mess with us. See, we are the underground kings. The underground, the world wants to know what Black men are thinking right now. We have been here. I'm a new member. Let me tell you something, guys. I'm a brand new member. In September, coming September, it will make like 1 year that I've been making videos, posting videos, and talking to you guys on YouTube. 1 year in September, okay? I'm a newbie. I'm still a baby in this thing, guys. But I've been following the Black Manosphere since it's going, and I said this to you before, I will go back to 2012, guys, 2012. Now, he doesn't associate himself with the Manosphere, Tommy Sotomayor. I was watching Tommy Sotomayor and Tariq Nasheed way back in 2012, okay? All right? And then you fast forward to 2015, and you got a whole bunch of other folks who came on there, okay? That's when I discovered and learned about BGS Idmore. That's when I found out about O'Shea and Obsidian Mumia Ali. That's when I found out about Angry Man, okay? That's what I saw. In that whole era, 2015 up to the point, Minister Jab and a whole bunch of other brothers, okay? That's what happens. That's what was happening, brothers, way back in 2012, all right? And so the thing is that I was a student of this space, and I decided back in 2020, in the fall 2020, to go ahead and make my contribution through politics and everything. And here I am with y'all. So I'm a part of this. We are here in this manosphere, the Black Manosphere. We're in the Black Manosphere, and we don't need the mainstream. We don't need the mainstream, brothers. Now, you're right, Christopher Clipper. I didn't watch the BET. I did not watch the BET Awards, brothers. Some of y'all watch the BET Awards. I can't watch BET. I cannot watch BET. The reason why I cannot watch BET is because BET is too gynocentric. It is gynocentric. It is anti-Black male. BET is a bastion of anti-Black misandry. And y'all know what misandry is. It is the utter hatred of Black men. BET is a Black woman's channel, and it deals with Black women's issues, Black women's concerns, Black women's psychology, Black women's ideas. That's what BET is all about. And see, and black women, they can do whatever they want to do. They can talk about whatever they want because we don't control it. We don't control it. The advertisers control it. Viacom, BET is not. BET is not owned. BET is not owned by black people. It is not owned by black people, but it caters to black women. And brothers, I don't watch BET. I don't watch BET. But I'm gonna tell you this: BET cannot compete. BET cannot compete with the Black Manosphere. BET cannot compete with the Black Manosphere. It cannot. It cannot. I don't care the content, whatever. I saw a whole bunch of commentary. I saw a whole bunch of commentary on the BET Awards, brothers. A whole bunch of commentary dealing with Little Nas X. All right, I know Little Nas X. He's the gay rapper and everything like that. And I guess he kissed a guy on stage or what have you. But here's the deal. Here's the deal, brothers. I saw some of the stuff that was going on. I see Neo. I believe I see a whole bunch of brothers who are out there. I know Rick Scorpio. Shout out to Rick Scorpio. Shout out to Rick Scorpio. Shout out to David Carroll. David Carroll been doing this thing for a long time. Listen, guys. When you have people who have to resort to gimmicks, I'm gonna say this about Lil Nas X. I'm gonna say this about Lil Nas X. I want you to see how long this guy's gonna last. I want y'all to look and see how long he's gonna last. From my perspective, he's a gimmick. He's nothing but a gimmick. He is an exhibitionist in terms of being an artist. His performance, his exterior, his aesthetics. Right now, what he wears and the stuff that he does in the extreme is being used to overcompensate and to offset raw talent. To offset raw talent, brothers. Offset raw talent. If you have to constantly engage in gimmicks to get people to see you and even to buy your records, and your records and your music cannot sell for themselves, you cannot create albums, you cannot create singles or music that grabs people, there is a real problem. You just a gimmick. And I want the LGBTQ people who are here, who are trolling, watching me right now. I want y'all to get this real clear. I want y'all to get real clear, because this ain't got nothing to do with no homophobia. If you have real talent, your talent will carry you. You need more than just imagery. You need more than just robes and wigs and all this kind of stuff. You need talent. Okay, that's it. All right. Now I'm gonna give you an example of what I'm talking about. Y'all remember? I'm kind of dated. I'm kind of dated, guys, because I'm a guy that's 47 years old. I'll be 48 in September. I'll be 50 in 2 years. Here's the deal. Dennis Rodman, the basketball player. Dennis Rodman, the legendary basketball player. Y'all know who the legendary Dennis Rodman is. Dennis Rodman, who was on the championship Bulls, all right? Several championships with the Bulls. And Dennis Rodman, y'all know Dennis Rodman was a flamboyant guy. At one point, he was just a regular defensive basketball player. And then when he went with the Bulls and everything, well, actually before he was with the Spurs, but Dennis Rodman started changing his hair, his appearance. He started getting a whole bunch of tattoos and all that kind of stuff. Dennis Rodman started wearing dresses and all that kind of stuff. Okay, that was way back in the 90s. But here's the deal. Dennis Rodman was an awesome basketball player. Dennis Rodman is a Hall of Fame basketball player. Dennis Rodman could not stand out back in the 1990s just based on him having tattoos for Andre 3000. Y'all know Andre 3000 of Outkast. Y'all know Andre 3000. with the wigs and all that kind of stuff. Andre 3000 is one of the best lyricists ever to put it down in hip hop. Okay, no one can touch the legacy. No one can touch the history of Andre 3000. He was flamboyant. He was all that kind of stuff. All right, but he had talent. Why am I talking about all this kind of stuff, brothers? It's because BET, in order to get people to watch BET, they got to put people like Lil Nas X on their platforms in order to get people to watch. You have to sensationalize. You have to do a whole bunch of drama, a whole bunch of theater. It does not require a whole bunch of talent. So the thing is that, brothers, when you compare BET to the Black Manosphere, the talent, we have enough talent over here, enough raw talent that doesn't have to engage in gimmicks. All right. To get eyes, to get eyeballs, to get people to pay attention to us and to watch what we're doing. All right. Y'all see that? You don't. All right. And there are different levels. There are different levels because there are some content creators here who are on the Black Manosphere, all right, who engage in high level, performance art in terms of graphics and technology and all that kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying? Who do sound effects and everything, and that's good and that's well. But you got to have some talent. You got to have some talent. You have to have some skills. All right, you got to have something to say. If you don't have anything to say, why should anybody listen to you? Okay. But a lot of people have something to say and they are contributing something, and it's very different from what is being offered by the mainstream. It's very different from what BET is doing. We are big. We are bigger in terms of Black media, in terms of Black media in general. We are more significant. We are more powerful than Black entertainment television. We are. I'm putting argument out there. We set the trends because we are. You're absolutely right. Raw 1381, Black men set the trends. We set come on, bros. Y'all talk to me. Y'all talk to me in the chat. Who sets the trends in this society, brothers? Who? Who are the trendsetters? Who are the trendsetters when it comes down to style? Who are the trendsetters when it comes down to swag? Who are the trendsetters when it comes down to language and speech? Who are the trendsetters, brothers, when it comes down to so many things? Who are the trendsetters? Really? Who set the trends in politics? Who set the trends? Which population is the most charismatic? Who is the most charismatic? Who is the most charismatic? Who brings more heat? Huh? Why do you think we are attacked? Why are Black men so attacked so much? Why are we attacked? Huh? Why are we attacked? Why do people attack us? Huh? A lot of the reason why we are attacked and we are persecuted and we are victimized is because we are the ones who create. We are the forward movers, the forward thinkers. We do stuff that other people don't do. We don't have the resources of other populations. We don't have the support, the kind of support that other populations have. But what do? This is what Black men do. We take something. We turn something out of nothing. All right. We are given scraps. We are given crumbs, and we turn that stuff into cuisine. That's what we do. That's what we do. And they hate it. And so here we are. You have these Black men who've been on YouTube for more than a decade of Black men on YouTube. And now here we are at this precipice. This is the crescendo. And Kevin Samuels is just one person. Kevin Samuels is just one person that is demonstrating the impact of Black male creativity. He's just one person, okay? And the reality is, brothers, is that The ball is in our hands. We have the ball, and we can do whatever we want to do with the ball. It's up to us. It's up to us. No one wants to listen to those old narratives. Did y'all see? Listen, guys. Did y'all see on Netflix? On Netflix, they got a show on Netflix. Did y'all see the movie with Kevin Hart? Did y'all see the movie with Kevin Hart called Fatherhood? Huh? Did y'all see that? I didn't get through the whole movie. I got through like 3/4 of the movie. I couldn't finish watching the movie because it just my interest, it went away. But I want y'all to pay attention, because some of these mainstream people right now, they're beginning to make content that deals with black male issues. They're beginning to make content right now. You watch those guys, you watch those black NFL, those former NFL football players, the former NFL football players on I Am Athlete. There's a recent episode that they did on I Am Athlete, where they're dealing with a documentary, some documentary series that Oprah Winfrey had her hand in, some documentary series on black men that Oprah Winfrey had her hand in. And the black guy who's I can't think of his name right now, but he's one of the stars on the show This Is Us. This Is Us. Y'all know who the guy is. He's on This Is Us. And also the screenwriter who was behind Moonlight, actually the playwright who inspired the film Moonlight, Terrell Alvin McCraney. He's a gay black guy. He was also a part of this presentation with I Am Athlete. And they sitting up here talking about black men. Now, I didn't watch the whole thing. And the reason why I didn't watch the whole thing is very recent. I didn't watch the whole thing because it was clear to me that Oprah's people are trying to do something with black men through television, and they're teaming up with these ex-athletes and doing something. And me personally, I'm suspicious of it all. I'm suspicious of it. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. When you have a gynocentrist like Oprah who puts her hands in something having to do with black men, and it's supposed to be positive and it's supposed to be affirmative, I'm very suspicious of it. So I stay away from it. I stay away from it. I don't care. I don't care if all you feature are black men on your docu-series, but if the producer of the docu-series is a gynocrat, if the producer of the docu-series on black men, a documentary on black men, if they are a gynocrat, black men in this space, those who are in the black manosphere, we need to be suspicious of that type of work. Very suspicious. This is what we're doing, you see? So we don't need them. We don't need them. Black male issues are being taken up right here. Black male issues, okay? You know, and here's the thing. Here's the reality of what we're dealing with in terms of the black manosphere being a place that deals with black men issues. The fact that we are the quote unquote underground kings. That so many content creators have gone through hell. So many content creators have been tested. So many content creators have been through the fire. Kevin Samuels is just one. Okay. All right. All right. Back in 2017, you know, there was a shakeup. All right. And there are a whole bunch of guys who could talk about it who were on the manosphere where there was concerns about censorship and all that kind of stuff. But here we are in 2021, and we are still moving forward. The black manosphere is still going forward, and there are more people who are coming into the space. Okay. All right. I'm an academic. A lot of academics were fearful of it. And a lot of academics are still fearful of the black manosphere. They don't want it. They're fearful of it because they're fearful of the stigmas that the outside world has imposed on it. And there are only a few of us here. We've got Dr. T.S.on Johnson. Shout out to Dr. T.S.on Johnson and the Institute for Black Masculine Studies. We have the Green Gorilla. Shout out to the Green Gorilla who's doing his things. And we also have Dr. Tommy Curry, Dr. Tommy Curry, who's at the University of Edinburgh in Scotland. Okay. He's not a content, Dr. Tommy Curry is not a content creator, but his ideas, his book, The Man Not, his influence, his philosophy, his argumentation, his perspective has influenced a lot of what's going on in the manosphere, or he has influenced, let me be particular, he has influenced a specific slice of the Black manosphere, those who take Black male studies seriously. And so, brothers, we are in a good place. There is no need for us. Here's the deal, brothers. There is no need for us to water down the message. There is no need for us to filter anything. There is no need for us to cater or pander. We've created a space for Black men. We've created, in particular here in this manosphere, a space for heterosexual Black men. And we're dealing with the issues that pertain to heterosexual Black men. We talk about the family issues. We talk about the family courts. We talk about the economic issues, the job situation. We talk about health. We talk about fitness. We talk about a variety of things, criminal justice. We talk about all things that pertain to what it means to be a Black heterosexual male in the United States. We do it right here, and nobody else is doing it, and nobody else can do it the way in which we do. And the outside world is looking in. The outside world is looking in. There are women coming into these spaces. There are women who are trolling accounts. There are women who are listening to what we're saying. They're here. They are here. And we're giving them a narrative that they are not accustomed to. We're telling stories. We're talking about our lives in ways in which the world had never experienced. Never, ever. Again, I told y'all, we've taken the barbershop and we have digitized it. Barbershop talk is now open. It is wide open. We are uncensored. We are unfiltered. We are raw. We are live. We are the underground kings. And I'm going to say this to you, brothers. I'm going to say this because there are some brothers in the manosphere. There are some brothers in the manosphere who crave, who really want to be mainstream. I'm going to be honest with you. There are some brothers in the Black manosphere who want to be mainstream. There are some brothers in the Black manosphere who want to go on CNN. There are some brothers who want to go on ABC. There are some brothers who want to go on MSNBC. There are some brothers who want to do commentary on Fox. There are some brothers who really want mainstream validation. Okay, they want some brothers in this space right here. They really want mainstream validation. And all I can say is that the mainstream is going to water you down. The mainstream is going to edit you. The mainstream is going to manipulate you. The mainstream is going to turn you into its own puppet or two. And I'm going to say this in all honesty, brothers. A lot of brothers who want mainstream validation, a lot of brothers, not all who want that kind of mainstream validation, have never had any type of real validation in their lives. That is that a lot of brothers, we got a lot of brothers who've been invisible all their lives. They've been invisible all their lives. And this is the first time in their lives through technology and social media that they have some level of visibility and some level of currency and notoriety. And they want to take that to the next level. I mean, so I understand it. All human beings want validation. I want y'all to hear me clearly. All human beings want validation. There's nothing wrong with validation. It is a human thing. But it's important that we have the right validation. We have the right validation. And I really don't think that it's psychologically healthy to look for validation from the mainstream. Okay, I don't think it's healthy. I don't think it's healthy because what happens then is that opens you up to being manipulated and exploited. It does. Not only that, but it also opens you up all right, for attack and to be persecuted. We don't need to sit on, you don't need to go on The View. There's no way. He said, we don't have to go on The View. There's no, if The View were to invite me to go and talk to them, Whoopi Goldberg and everybody else, I wouldn't go on The View. Why go on The View? Why go on The Real? Why go on The Real? Why talk to people? Here's the problem with mainstream. Why talk to people who don't value you as a human being? Why talk to people who have no respect for you? Because the reality is that if the mainstream engages this space, it's going to be solely for the sake of some type of profit motive. It's not because they affirm the ideals of this space. It's going to be because they're trying to get some benefit from it. Okay. And Kevin Samuels, he's cool and all that. And I don't know everything that Kevin Samuels says, but here's the deal. If the mainstream deals with Kevin Samuels, they want some profit out of him. They want something. They want to make some money. They want to exploit the situation. And in exploiting the situation, they're going to manipulate it. Okay. And they're going to manipulate it to their own interests. That's why it's very important, brothers, to be independent. You see, we got these phones right here. We got these phones. We've got technology. Here's the deal, brothers. Technology, and I'm gonna keep on saying this. Technology has liberated black men. It has liberated black men. Okay, our voices are no longer chained. Our voices are unchained. Okay, even YouTube. He said we don't have to, even if YouTube goes away, here's the brothers, if YouTube goes away tomorrow, the message of the Black Manosphere will continue to persist. It will continue to have a life. It will continue to go forward. No one can stop it. It is already in the world. It has already been absorbed by the internet, by technology, okay? And the other thing is that there are always new platforms. That's the beautiful thing about technology. There are always new platforms that are being created to replace older platforms, to replace older tools. And as long as technology continues to evolve and to create an attempt to improve upon itself, there will always be opportunities to express yourself. There will always be opportunities for black men to express themselves to the world. And that's the most important thing. What's most important thing is because what we're doing, brothers, is ideology. We're doing ideology. We're doing philosophy. We're talking about ideas. And it's very difficult, brothers. It is very difficult to destroy an idea. It is difficult. I want y'all to get this. It's difficult to destroy an idea, particularly if the idea is uncontrolled and no one can control it. It is very difficult to control or to destroy a set of ideas, an idea or a set of ideas. So there's no black male independence. Here's the thing, brothers. If I get taken out tomorrow, the idea of black male independence, BMI, will continue to live. If I get taken out tomorrow, the idea of black male agency, BMA, it will live. If I get taken out tomorrow, the notion of black men's empowerment will continue to live beyond me because it's already out into the world. That's it, brothers. They can't stop the message. I'm going to tell y'all what I told Dr. Tommy Curry. I'm going to tell y'all what I told Dr. Tommy Curry. I told Dr. Tommy Curry this. I told him, I said, Dr. Curry, I said, once you had your book published, the book is called The Man, Race, Class, and the Dilemmas of Black Manhood. I said, once that book got published, and was released into the world, those ideas were released into the world. And once those ideas are released to the world, no one can erase them. No one can erase them. They're there. Okay? You can't do it. You have to kill a whole bunch of people. You have to do a whole lot of nefarious things in order to get rid of those ideas. That's just a reality, brothers. And that's why we don't need the mainstream. Okay? All right? That's what I'm telling you, brothers. Don't worry about cancel culture. Stop worrying about cancel culture. Stop worrying about backlash from these hateful ideologues, hateful misandrists. Stop worrying about them, because misandry, you know, we've already deconstructed misandrist talking points. We've already taken the misandry over the last 50 years. We've already broken stuff down for black men and for the world. It's already been there. You see what I'm saying? So we don't need the mainstream. Look at Kwame Brown. Y'all saw the phenomenon of Kwame Brown and the people who Kwame Brown is talking to. And Kwame Brown has continued to turn out videos and all that kind of stuff. And there are a whole bunch of people who are now coming along. They're going to join this movement. We don't need the mainstream, brothers. We are the underground kings. You can remain independent. All right? There are a lot of brothers who are out there. O'Shea does very well for himself. Obsidian Mumia Ali, he does well for himself. Kevin Samuels, you can tell, I mean, everybody knows that Kevin Samuels is doing well. You understand what I'm saying? Without mainstream validation. Black male independence says that we don't need it. Black male independence. And I'm talking to a lot of you brothers out here. I want you to be confident. I want you to be confident in your creativity, confident in your intelligence as a black man. I need you to be confident in everything that you can do, and don't be afraid to be independent. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. You don't need the validation of the mainstream world. There are so many black men who have come before us, who are living right now, who have been able to live prosperous lives without pandering to the mainstream. You can live, you can be prosperous. You don't have to pander to the gynocracy. You don't have to pander to the black gynocracy. You don't have to pander to the white gynocracy. You don't have to pander to any gynocracy. Use your creativity. Stop acting as though you need to ask other people for permission to live. Stop acting as though you need the validation of other human beings to go forward. I need you guys to really take hold of this stuff. This is what it means, brothers. We are underground. You understand what I'm saying? People are watching these spaces right here, and it's not going anywhere. Talking about the lives, the concerns, the perspectives, everything that's related to what it means to be a black man in the United States and even beyond, because the world is watching this, brothers. Shout out to the brothers in the UK. Shout out to the brothers in the Caribbean. Shout out to the brothers in Africa. Shout out to the brothers all over the world on every continent who's watching this. And I know that there are people out there. I know that there are non-white people, non-black people rather, who are watching this. I know there are women who are watching this. We understand. We know that you are here because you want the rawness. You want the real stuff. That's why you are here. But listen, brothers, I've gone longer than I typically go. I've gone longer, man. I can talk forever. You're right. Let's give a shout out to Dennis Sperling, brothers. Give a shout out to Dennis Sperling. I mean, there's so many brothers out here, man. I've been on his show, man. All right. I want to, shout out a whole bunch of brothers who are out there doing it, man. We're kicking it live, brothers. All right. I'm out here, doing this, and we are continuing to grow, man. And I'm enjoying it. I'm loving it. I'm loving every minute of this, brother, because I feel like I'm a part of history right now. I feel like I'm part of history. I feel like I'm a part of a movement that's fundamentally going to make a difference in the lives of black men and boys. That's why I do not belittle the significance. I do not belittle the significance of technology, because technology is very, very important. It's very, very important. And it is a tool that we use for our freedom and our liberation, man. All right. And I know I can't holler out and reference every name in the black manosphere, but y'all know You know, the folks that I have talked about have made a significant impact on this space, and we'll continue to do it. All right, and continue to talk about Black men's issues. There are lots of brothers in here, man. Lots of, and I look forward to the future, guys. I really do. I look forward to what's going to happen in the coming months and in the coming years. Okay, listen, you know, this technology is here to stay. It ain't going nowhere. Like I said, even if YouTube goes away, and I doubt YouTube is going anywhere. YouTube makes too much money. It's connected to Google. It ain't going. YouTube ain't going anytime soon. It can go away, but and even if it does, brothers, something else is going to replace it. Something else going to come. You understand what I'm saying? But we continue to move this thing. You are the underground king. You are the new thing. The Black Manosphere is the thing. We are knocking cable television. We are competing with cable television. We are competing with mainstream TV. We are competing. No, let me say, they're competing with us. They're competing with us. We're not competing with them. They are competing with us. That's it. Correct that. They are competing with us. You understand what I'm saying? That's what it is. They coming to see what we have to say because they've run out of ideas and they are boring. They are boring, boring, boring. We keep it alive, brothers. We keep it alive. We keep it real. Well, listen, brothers, this is going to mark the end of Tuesday Night Live. I think I've broken the record in terms of how long I've gone. I'm over 50 minutes right here, but I'm glad y'all here. Abraham T, Raw 1381, Lamont Ellis, Afro Shop, Freddie Wayne, all you guys who are in the house, Key Exotic, Bastard, Christopher Clipper, Neo I Believe. That's right. BMI 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. That's what we are doing. Black male independence, brothers. We cannot be stopped. You guys enjoy the rest of your evening, and I will see you all on the next episode. So y'all take care. Peace out. BMI, BME, and BMA.